there's a lot of focus in here about what's happening at the border and what the White House can do with Congress to solve that problem. The one thing the White House can do on its own is foreign policy. Who's talking to Venezuela about why these people are still coming? Who's talking to Panama about the Darién Gap and who's allowing them to come in? And whatever happened to those State Department and Spain and Canada centers that were going to be set up along route?
So on the last,
make sure that people would have options.
All very good questions. Clearly, the centers, we would get more information for you on that. What the point that I'm making, and the point that I think you all some of you have reported on, this is a president that has taken historic action on an issue, on a system that has been broken for some time. And we have been very clear. We would like to do this in a bipartisan way. We would like to do it with the help of Republicans. But right now, we are doing it in the best way that we can.
Will the White House send an administration official to the picket lines with the striking UAW workers, or would President Biden himself go?
So I don't have anything to lay out on any as regards to the president's schedule. What I can say is the president is very, I guess, seeing them continue to be at the negotiating table. All parties continuing to be at the negotiating table is a positive. That is important. They've been certainly doing that for the past 24/7. The president is, as you know, pro-union. The president is pro-workers, pro-UAW workers, and that's what we're going to continue to make clear.
The administration said yesterday it was granting temporary legal status to hundreds of thousands of Venezuelans. At the same time, the city of Eagle Pass in the Rio Grande has announced a state of emergency because of immigrant surge. Is there any concern that the timing of this Venezuelan TPS announcement might exacerbate what's happening in Eagle Pass right now? Essentially, is this going to make the situation in Eagle Pass worse?
So look, we have worked very hard. The president have worked very hard to implement a strategy when it comes to the border that is humane, safe, and has orderly enforcement. That is something that we have tried to do and worked really hard to do these last 2 years. We have taken steps without the help of Republicans in Congress to do everything that we can to deal with this issue. And let's not forget what the Republicans proposed. It would hurt and harm and not deal with the issue. So they are doing the opposite of what the president is trying to do, is actually move forward in a way that is humane, safe, and has an orderly enforcement pathway process here.
How many people coming into this country illegally is enough for President Biden then?
Say that last one?
How many people illegally coming into the United States is enough for President Biden's administration?
Enough for what?
5.9 million people have been encountered illegally.
I know the numbers, but enough for what?
Enough just to stop the flow.
As I mentioned, this is a problem that's been around for some time now, for decades, a broken system. The president has done everything and is going to continue to do what he can, without the help of some Republicans in Congress, to deal with this issue. And I just laid out what he has done over the past 2 years. We're going to continue to implement a strategy that is humane, that is safe, and that is orderly as it relates to enforcement. And so that is a promise that you can see from this president. Again, GOP, the Republicans, put out a continuing resolution that actually reverses the work that the president is trying to do, makes the situation worse. That's what they were trying to push. And so, look, we would love to do it in a bipartisan way and really fix this issue that's been around for some time now. But right now, the president is doing it on his own.